There we are. Is this angled too much? Maybe I should zoom out a bit. I don't know. Oh, don't want to hear myself. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Hello, Lori. How are you? How's it going tonight? Is everybody snowed in, dug out? What's going on? I've been busy today working on packing up the new journal club bundles and getting them ready to ship out. I'm hoping I can dig out of or attempt to make it to the post office tomorrow. What's up, Tamara? Hello, Sherry. No snowiness there? That's good. It is very cold. Oh, you don't have enough snow to go cross-country skiing, Tamara? Hi, Ellie. Okay, well, let's see. We've got, well, this is a very appropriate hangout for tonight, I think. Should I zoom out a little bit more? Our theme for tonight is, well, it can be whatever you want it to be, really. Mine is going to be I Heart Winter. You can be, it can be I Heart Winter. I like things I like about winter. Hi, Margie. Things I hate about winter. You can do both. And actually, hi, Mary Pat. Hi, Linda. It's all hard snow, not fluffy enough. Yeah, for sure. So I had an idea when I was getting ready. And what I think I'm going to do, I pulled out my, I think it's called Snow Much Fun. Yes, Snow Much Fun line by Doodlebug, which I love. Hi, Ramona. Welcome. I'm so glad you could hang out with us tonight. Wasn't too hard to come up with a couple things. I have a huge list of I love winter. I have a small list of what I hate about winter. But what I thought I might do, I don't know how it's going to work, but we'll see. I pulled out like a whole bunch of winter stuff because I have it. You absolutely, if you're new to journaling, you do not need to have all this stuff. All you need is a notebook and a pen. Really? If you have some stickers, great. If you have some stamps, preferably Kraftin Kimmie stamps, you can use those as well. I'm going to be using some stamps tonight. I am going to be using some of our inks. I haven't decided which ones yet. I'm going to just, I've got my black pens. What else? I will definitely be using, almost every week we use this one, the Calendar Essentials stamp set, because of the size of the numbers. You could also use the, excuse me, the numbers from our weekly Essentials stamp set. I definitely, please don't let me forget to put the date on. I keep forgetting. Oh, here's my, see if I pull them out of my, envelope, the little ones fall off. So just be careful about that. But I had this really great idea. Of course, you can use your brand new Krafty alphabet stamp set if you want to use that. But I had an idea because I was pulling out my regularly used planner stamp sets, and I pulled out our currently stamp set, which we've been using lately, which was our the last journal club, this was part of the last journal club, our winter feels more like spring on the warmer days. Lack of snow really makes a difference. Yeah, nice. It's freezing here. But I thought that I might use loving and not loving when I'm making my list. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So if you want to use it too, you can pull yours out. So the colors that I pulled out to go with this, and I'm pulling these out because these papers really make me think winter. All these colors to me scream winter. I did use this same line on my January calendar, which, as a reminder, we'll be getting together this Friday to do the February calendar, if you want to come hang out with us there as well. So here are some fall kind of colors. This was just like random, you know, because we were going with growing up Gen X. These are fallish colors as well. Then we went to winter using, so we did our currently layout, and this also uses all the goodies from our last hangout. No, our last journal club. Sorry, my brain is not fully functioning. And see, we did remember to put our date here. So we use these colors, these products. So these are simple stories. And then I used the same simple stories again on the next page for our 2026 to-do list. That was our first layout from this year. And then last week, who was able to hang out with us last week? It was, we had so much fun. Movies on repeat is what we did. And we had some fun stamping up. But I mean, very easy. Just a title, some stamps, one stamp repeated, a bunch of just writing, and some stickers. Like, it's not that it, you know, it's you know, it can be really simple, and we all have lots of goodies to use up, right? Like, we all have stashes to use. Excellent choice of stamps. Thanks, Mary Pat. Yeah, I was able to find some more calendar paint. Oh, yay, Michelle, that's awesome. I'm so glad. You were here. Yep, you were here, Ellie. You did what, Mary Pat? Crafty comeback for Journal Club. What do you mean? What does that mean? I'm not sure what you mean by that. We have Crafty comeback. There is a Crafty comeback in the release that just went live. Hi, Lori. Oh, what, you're putting your hand up. I must have asked a stupid question, didn't I? Film strip. Oh, this stamp set? I don't know. The thing is, when a minimum order for a restock is like 42 stamp sets, which is a lot for a very small business like mine. So usually I only order one run of something. So, but I'll let you know if I happen to come across a set at any time. So what I did was I pulled out some of the 12 by 12 papers from my line. Now you can, attend class. Yes. It's attend journal hangout. I don't like to call it a class because I don't really feel like I'm teaching anything. Like, I'm just, you know, maybe giving you some inspiration, or just you're hanging out with me while I'm doing mine. I really, my initial thought was I love these cut apart pages from the 12 by 12 collections. And these are perfect for journaling, but they're just a bit too long. And I didn't want to do like two smaller ones because I had an idea for the title that I was going to do over here. So anyway, this is how, if you're new like Ramona, this is how we normally start out, is we kind of design what we're going to do, what our layout's going to be, if you're doing that kind of thing. If you're just writing a list or doing some, you know, stickers or stamps or something, you know, you don't have to go through all this rigmarole. But I do have all the 12 by 12 papers, and I do have this sticker sheet that comes with it as well. So I'm going to put that aside. I don't think I'm going to use anything from here, but I could be wrong. So I'm just going to put it over here. So this was kind of my idea. Yes, I will not be ordering it, Lori. I saw it the other day and I haven't thought about it since. Doodlebug, yes, their next release is St. Patrick's Day, and that never sells well, so I'm not going to order that. Okay, unless somebody wants specific, yeah, no. Most of the things, like I can order like the 12 by 12 collection individually, like one, but everything else I have to either order in 2s or 3s or 6s. So you can message me if there's something particular you'd like me to try and get for you. So what I did was, okay, here. So I like to put a full background paper on here. You can do whatever you like. You can do half a page. You can do a border or strips or like just a square in the center. Totally up to you how you decorate. Yeah, exactly. Right, Lori? Not a lot of people. It's one day, right? And it's not a big celebration, or, you know what I mean? Like for people that aren't Irish, really, or beer drinkers. So this is kind of my idea. I was going to do a title over here, and then I just love this paper. This makes me think of, you know, snuggling up at home in wintertime when it's snowing. And then these are, of course, I use these a lot. These are the Project Life cards. You can use whatever you like to write on and decorate with. And one of the things I love about hanging out with you guys and doing this is that I get to see your creations afterwards, like when you post them in the group. I love that. So I pulled out some of these. There's a whole, I went through, there's a ton of die cuts. These are the odds and ends. This is the chit chat. So it's all like the words and sentiments and stuff. And I pulled out a few that I kind of like, and I want to get your thoughts on how to kind of arrange it, because I had a couple of ideas. So I wanted to make a little scene with a house and a tree and a little penguin. And then I was thinking that I could do the letter I with one of my alphabet letters, heart, and then winter. Like that, I heart winter. Or I could move it down further and do with smaller letters, I heart winter, or something like that. I don't know if I like the bigger one or the small one. Hello, my fellow crafty fill-up peoples. I love it, Wanda. Stupid autocorrect. Oh, that's funny. I think I kind of like the bigger one. Philip Peoples. That's funny. Oh, I needed that. So I kind of think I like it like this. The letter I, heart, winter. Of course, I'll doodle around the frame. And I probably will round. Do I want to round the corners? I don't know. That I can decide later. There are a lot of really cute. See, I could do I heart winter. I could put clouds there. And then my plan was on this side, I might use the snowman, or I might use the little hot cocoa stand. And I got a hair there. Thank you. The cup of coffee and the hot cocoa, or the snowman. I think I might do the hot cocoa because that's on my list. And then, but do you love winter? I do, Danielle. Hello, I didn't see you come in. I do love it. I really, really do. I love winter. I don't love driving in it. I don't love worrying about my family driving in it, but I do love winter. I've made a whole list. Just wait. So what I'm thinking is about like stamping the word loving and then making a list. And because I have so many and they're long, I'm going to do kind of like a running thing. Like I'm not going to do the one each line. And that way I should have room to put not loving at the bottom and write those in as well. So that's kind of my plan. We'll see how it goes. I should find you know what? This is the end of the book. I could use, because I was thinking of stamping like little snowflakes or something in between each reason, each thing. But I might use a bunch of these little puffy stickers in between instead. I agree, and I know you love the cold. I don't, well, I only love the cold because I keep getting hot flashes or power surges, whatever you want to call it. The snowman looked like a smiling moon upside down. This one? Oh, this one? A smiling moon? Oh, kind of. I don't like the kind. It's if your body can't take it. Me, I go out and stand on the back deck while it's snowing. Depending. Okay. So I think I like this. So I think I might go with this. The way it is. Like this. And then this here. Okay. So what I like to do usually is work just on the individual pages and put my book to the side until I'm ready to put them in. Hello, Carrie. You're running late. Oh no. I don't know if I'm going to put those clouds there, but feel free to jump in if you see. There's that heart, but there's also this heart, which I love the color of that as well. But that blue kind of picks up the blue in this too. So maybe I'll just leave it like that. Okay. So here okay. So I'm going to, what I normally do is I use a little bit of tape and a little bit of liquid glue, depending on what I'm putting down. So did anybody make a list in advance? Just like the commercial when the woman goes to turn on the AC. Oh, I don't think I've seen that. And my glue. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Where's my... Here they are. Oh, with the hot flashes? Yeah. Okay. I want to put it about here, I think. I will think of that image every time I hurt. You made a list? Yay! Lori made a list. Margie made a list. Yeah, I made a list. And I actually came up with more things than I thought. I do love winter. I love being, well, you know me. I love being indoors. I love being like cozy, doing creative things indoors, whether it's crafting or reading or doing my Lego, writing in my journal or my planner. You've got a list, Ellie. Excellent. I love the clouds and the dark blue heart. Oh, good. Thank you, Danielle. My list includes comfort food like stews. Yes, and chili with crusty bread. I just made spaghetti tonight. Spaghetti and crescent rolls. Come on. Where's the end? Here it is. Okay. have to go attend a virtual seminar. Okay, see you, Deb. I didn't even see you come in, Deb. Okay, have a good night. Warm slippers, snowmen. Yes, absolutely. I love seeing snowmen around the neighborhood. Comfort foods of winter, yes. And I'm not like a soup person. I don't love soup, so I don't have it very often, but chili I love. Stew. So did you guys get out like some paper to use? Did you have kind of an idea of what the like style you're going for? Oh crap. Sorry. I totally forgot I was going to grab the different journals that I do have. Like if anybody's looking for a notebook or if you need a new one or what have you. Put the penguin down there. So cute. I do have some of the ones that came with one of your bundles last year. It's like a craft cover with all the pages inside. They are completely blank pages. They're $3.50 a piece. They're not very expensive. I do have some of the bigger ones that I use for notebook scrapbooking. But I forgot to grab them. The Heidi Swap ones. But Margie said that she found some at the, at the dollar store that were 7 by 9. So I think that's a similar size to this. Maybe a little bit bigger, I think. I've prepped the ground chicken and ingredients tonight to throw in the slow cooker tomorrow morning. Yum. So, like, I mean, if you're like me, you have a bazillion notebooks that you could use. But if you want something specific. Margie, was it Dollarama or Dollar Tree or where was it? Not that that always helps because oftentimes you can find it in one store, but you can't find it in the others. Okay. Then I'm going to put the heart here. And then I'm going to put the letter I right. Okay. So I pulled out, these are I have another sheet, thankfully, but I do have an I here or here. And it has a little heart that you can put on top. Dollarama. Okay, thanks. So let's see, where am I going to put it? I'm actually going to put a little bit of glue on it because just a little extra. Okay, am I going to put it here? And I want to put this little teeny heart for the dot. Like that. You found yours at Dollar Tree. Cool. There you go. That's all you need. And then this little heart. I think that's everything down on that side. Little bit of tape. Okay. Again, for those who are new, My favorite tool for journaling, scrapbooking, crafting of any kind really are the reverse grip tweezers. So you just, you squeeze them to open them and then they grab something and then you don't have to hold them tight. Do you know what I mean? Am I making sense? Okay, so here's my other side, and I do like the hot cocoa stand and the matching hot cocoa mug. But what I was thinking of doing first, before I start writing on my journal card, is I pulled out, well, rats, it's snowing again. Oh no! Maybe this is too much in the way. Is this close enough? Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit. So I pulled out this stamp set, which I have never used, and it's the big snowflake. This stamp set is, I think, $3.99 in the shop, and I love this big snowflake. I often use the little snowflakes for decorating, but what I think I'm going to do is I've pulled out two really light colors that would coordinate, Lavish Lilac and Aqua Adventure, and I think I'm going to take turns stamping them all over the background, and then I can write over top of them. So let me grab my stamp my, what do you call it? Craft mat. That's the word. Okay, so let's put this over here. Oh, and I'm only going to use this part. So I've put like a sponge underneath my craft mat. Or maybe I shouldn't bother. Maybe I'll just... Okay. Like this. I know I've got something better to use, but I wasn't thinking ahead. And okay, here we go. So I pulled out this stand. You love those tweezers too? Yes. Favorite. One of my absolutely most used tools. Okay, so this is the first time I'm using this particular stamp. So as always, I'm going to clean it first, or not clean it so much as get the residue off of it. So I often will just rub it on my hand. I'll rub it, you can rub it on your t-shirt or something. It just has a little bit of residue on it. So I'm going to use my stamp cleaner as well and make sure I don't have any fuzzies on it, which is likely. Okay, I'm going to start with Aqua Adventure. Now, normally when I'm stamping, I will use my stamp platform, but this is kind of random. Oh, good thing I have lots of these just in case this doesn't go to plan. Ooh, I love it. I love it. And I love that it's like a nice light color. Okay, so there are a few. Aqua Adventure. Should I add a few in Lavish Lilac as well? Or should I get I wonder if I have a different snowflake to do smaller ones in the Lavish Lilac. 1 second. This, when inspiration strikes, you just have to go. Where's the stamp set that I had that I was using the snowflakes from the other day? Jiminy Christmas. I don't know. Becky stamp set, and I don't know where it is. Ooh, I'll use these. Okay, so I pulled out Holiday Bears. I pulled out Holiday Bears. And this is such a great stamp set too. And it is in stock as well. It was the girl. No, it wasn't the girl gnome. Was it? I don't know. But they were similar, these little snowflakes. So I'm going to use this one and this one and this teeny tiny one. It may have been the girl. I don't know. So I've put 3 on my little stamping block there. I'm going to clean it just in case. And I'm going to use the Lavish Lilac. So it's a nice soft purple that coordinates really nicely. But it's, you know, soft enough that you can write over it. I'll show you close up what it looks like. There. I have a hard time keeping all the stamp sets straight. That's why they're all in envelopes, and most of them have the names on labels on them. There. So I think that that's soft enough that I can write on it and, you know. Okay, so there we go. That was quick and easy enough, right? There we go. Okay. So I am also going to stamp, now wait a minute, I want to make sure that this color, I also pulled out Whimsical Wisteria, and I think that's what I'm going to stamp my words in. So loving and not loving, but I want to stamp it on a scrap piece first. Thanks, Mary Pat. I want to stamp it on a scrap piece first. What is that? Oh, that's my list of movies from our last hangout. Oh, and I'm getting ink on myself. I'm a very messy stamper. Oh, just throw stuff everywhere, Kim. Yes, that is perfect. That color is perfect. Okay. So I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to put that there, and that there. I'm going to stamp loving right about there. I can never remember the names of the sets. You know what? It is a really pretty pink color, purple ink color, Lori. I love it. Whimsical Wisteria. Loving. Here we go. And the currently stamp set also comes with a colon and a dash, depending on what you want to use. Where's my? I'm going to use the other side of my teeny tiny square one. Oop. And I am going to put a semicolon. Wow, I can't see that. I'm looking through the cube and it looks really distorted. Okay, so that's loving. Then I can start my list finally. It's only half hour in. So, okay, I know a lot of people have a hard time with winter and whether they actually love it or not. That's another thing I wanted to mention was try lots of different pens. There may be some that you really love and some that you don't love so much, and you'll find one that you really like. I have lots of different ones depending on what I'm using it for. I think I'm actually gonna, yeah, I think I'm gonna use my Sharpie fine point for this one. Depends what kind of paper you're writing on and all that kind of stuff. So, things I'm loving. And don't forget, Kim, I make these decisions and then I completely forget by the time I get there. I'm going to use these for in between. Okay, so what do you love about winter? I'd love to hear the things you love about winter. One of my favorite things is that it's so quiet outside. When it's snowing. That's one of the things I love. Warm blankets, yes, absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna use these little ones because I have a ton of them. Okay, I love ooh, there's so many things. I love hot chocolate and actually all warm beverages. Okay. I may run out of room. I may not even get to what I hate about winter. I love comfy PJ days. Crunchy sound while walking on freezing snow. Yes. The sounds are awesome. I love fluffy blankets. And you love wearing sweaters. Yes. I wish I could wear sweaters, really, honestly. I love sweaters, but I'm always far too hot. Fluffy blankets. I love burning scented candles. There is so much not to love about winter at the moment. Oh, bummer. That sucks. Fuzzy socks, yes. I love crafty days indoors. Ooh. I love crock-pot cooking. Soups, stews, and chili. Yes, candles, right? Are you okay, Tamara? Did you really hurt yourself? I love looking at snowflakes close up. You know, like when you can really, on the window and you can see a single individual snowflake. because they're so, so beautiful. He was a bear. Yep, he was. I do like reading a book on a quiet, snowy evening. Yeah, I'm going to run out of room. I love snuggling by the fireplace. We were tired of winter days being cold and wet and gray, so we asked the winter wizard. He made it snow. A rainbow blizzard. Oh, I've never heard about that. I was going to say cozy slippers. And I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna do just one more. What did I say? Snow days. Okay, and then I'm gonna stamp not loving. If snow came down in colors, how splendid it would be to make big jolly snowmen for everyone to see. Oh, that's so cute. I lost the, oh, no worries, Lynn. Yeah, we're having lots of fun. Okay, we're gonna do not loving from our currently stamped set. Not loving. Because there's two sides, right? We have things to love about and not love about everything. Okay, and I'm going to stamp it in the Whimsical Wisteria as well. Not loving. Yay. And then my little semicolon. Hope I get it on straight. There, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yes. Number one on the list. Shoveling the driveway. Okay. I think I'm going to start down here because I did that up there. So I'm going to say shoveling the driveway. I don't hate it. And I also shovel, we shovel an area in the backyard for Miss Maisie because the snowdrifts are usually taller than she is. Shoveling the driveway. I hate cleaning off Maisie covered in snow because she loves to play in the snow. I hate slush, gray dirty slush, if you know what I mean. I hate when it is, I hate worrying about my family. On the road. And I hate being cold. Like, you know, when you are like, your nose is cold, your fingers are cold. I had some other things, but I ran out of room. I hate having to scrape my car, clean my car off. Wind chill, yep. Driving on the wonderfully plowed roads, right? Let's zoom out a bit again. Yeah, there's so many things to love and hate. I want to stamp the date there. I think there. What did I do with my other one? Over here. Yeah, I think, so I have to attach this. I don't like the pain from arthritis in the cold. That's got to be awful. So I need some more tape. Not loving the chilly chills, slippy ice, slush shoveling, poopsicle covered yard, right? Poopsicles. Yep. Don't love the poopsicles. Although we keep shoveling, because it just keeps snowing, so we keep shoveling and then we shovel it further out into the yard. Today, a little more in the hate side, yeah. Yeah, I'm probably gonna hate it tomorrow when I have to go to the post office, if I can. I'm sure the roads will be fine by tomorrow. Poor Al had to drive in it today, drive tractor trailer. So I can't wait to hear about that. Okay, love, hate, yes, for sure. Okay. Oop, right in the middle, hopefully. Straight. I'm gonna put this here. They sent schools home early in some businesses, really, yeah. None of the buses were running today either here. And what day is it today? Tuesday. Yeah, they weren't running yesterday either. I have a hard time remembering what day it is these days. Here we go. Hot cocoa. Okay, now, do I want to put the date so it would be January? Yeah. Okay, let me take off that. clean these up in the morning. Otherwise, I will not be able to get packing your orders again. I had to clear, I was working hard on them today and got a lot done, and then I had to clear it all away so that I could get ready for tonight. So 2026. I'm gonna stamp them separately, and I'm gonna stamp it in Aqua Adventure maybe. So I'm going to start from the end, make sure I can fit everything in there. There's 26. And what did I do with 20? Oh, there it is. Hopefully I can line it up okay. 2026 and January. There we go. I think I had a little bit of another color ink on the 20, but okay. Move that away. Okay. I think I might round just the outer corners. I kind of like to, I have been liking that look lately. So let me grab my corner rounder. How's everybody making out? Oh, I love these colors so much. Okay. Let's move these. Is there anything else I need to put on here? Okay, let me round the outer corners. How's everybody making out? Anybody playing along? Okay, like this. I heart winter. Does that make sense? Does it look like it makes sense? Do I need anything else? Okay, I'm going to, oh, there's my tape. Oh, now I'm too far up. Goodness me. Okay. Okay. Anybody looking forward to Bridgerton this week? I'm planning to watch it with Emily. Anybody still there? Okay. Oh yes, Bridgerton. Yes, it starts on Thursday. So hopefully this was a fairly easy list for you guys. So Friday, I'll be back here at 7 o'clock on Friday to do my February 12 by 12 calendar. So you could totally hang out with me and just hang out, or, you know, craft whatever you want to make. You don't have to be doing a calendar to hang out with us. And I'm going to try to put this one more to the left edge because I am almost at the end of this book. And so it's starting to kind of bend over at the center. So will do mine when in a better mood and not having to shovel throughout the day, right? I love seeing the costumes and decor. Yeah, right? Yeah, Bridgerton it's a fancy show. I have to be honest, though. I don't know if anybody else feels the same as I do, but my very favorite season was season number 1. Because I felt that just loved that story the best, but it also stuck closest to the book. Whereas the second one and the third one, I didn't love as much. And I'm not sure how this season's going to be, but I do love this brother. Okay, all right. See you Friday, Ellie. Thanks, Lynn. Me too. It was the best. Season 1, yeah. Agreed. You only watched season 1, Ramona? Yeah. I think it was the best. I loved it. I loved the story. I loved the love story. I loved, getting to know all the different family members and I did anybody watch the Queen Charlotte series or read the book? Because I actually really loved that. And we'll go right here. Hopefully it's straight too. There we go. When that guy's left, when that guy left. What guy? I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time since I watched that season. Trying to remember. Okay, and I'm going to doodle around my frame as I always do because I really like the finished feeling that it gives me when I look at it, and I make sure it's nice and squiggly. So if you're doodling, do not try to make it straight unless you're using a ruler. And that way you can just be as messy or doodly. It's stopping and starting. Oh, the video, Lori? Oh, that's, yeah. We're almost done. Here we go. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. I love the way it turned out. Well, thanks so much for hanging out with me, you guys, and chatting about our love and hate of winter. The couple in the beginning of season 1, he only... Oh, yes, I get what you mean. Yeah, he wasn't really in anything else. Yeah, that was kind of a bummer. I liked him. He was also in a very quick scene in one of the Harry Potter movies. Number 7, I think. Okay, that's it. That's it for me, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight, and I will see you for sure on Friday. Oh gosh. Friday morning will be coffee chat. Friday evening will be our calendar hangout. And then next Tuesday night is actually my birthday. So the theme that I thought we would do is, what I think a perfect day would be. If you had a whole day to do whatever you wanted, you could go anywhere you wanted, eat whatever you wanted, whatever. That's what I think I'm going to do for next Tuesday night. Okay, so thanks so much for hanging out with me, you guys. Thanks, Ramona. Thank you, Mary Pat. Thanks, Wanda. Thanks, Lori. Thanks, Rana. So thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll see you sometime on Friday. Talk to you later. Bye.